This episode is powered by Nutria, India's first AI-powered app. A health app built by people who actually live this mess of a lifestyle. No calorie shaming, no perfection police. Just mindful eating, real food, and small wins that add up. Nutria, progress, not perfection. Hey, how are you? Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of A Little Zen, A Little Mess. And today's topic is something that will deeply resonate with each one of you. Because you know why? Each one of us has gone through something like this in our lives at some point. So I'm going to talk about something that most of us don't say out aloud. There's someone in your life, maybe more than one person, who owes you an apology. And you know exactly who I mean. You didn't even have to think about it, right? The name just showed up in your head the second I said that sentence. But here's the part that stings a little. They're probably never going to say it, not because they don't know what they did, because I truly believe people know exactly what they're doing, but because some people just don't have it in them. They weren't built with the muscle for it. Or probably they have too much pride. Or the plain and simple truth, they've just moved on while you're still sitting with it. You know, I used to think that I needed that apology to finally move forward. Like it was a key and the door to my own peace was locked until they handed it over. Turns out, I had a copy of that key the whole time. You know, there's a line that I read once, a very powerful one, that said, "Nothing ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know." And for the longest time, I thought the lesson was about them. You know, what they did, why they did it, how could they live with themselves. But the actual lesson, the one that took years to land, was about me, about what I was outsourcing to someone who clearly wasn't going to deliver. Here's something that I learned the hard way, and I think you'll recognize this. You know, our brain holds on to people, not just the big dramatic memories, even the small stuff. The way they laughed, a certain song, that particular Sunday evening that you'll had a lot of fun, and somehow that particular evening still belongs to them, even years later. And sometimes, completely out of nowhere, in the middle of an ordinary Tuesday, you start missing them. No warning, no trigger, nothing. Now, that's not you being weak or stuck. That's just memory doing its job. And trust me, it's normal. Let it visit when it shows up. Just don't let it move in. And here's what actually helped me, and I want to be honest about it. The first time I heard about it from a friend of mine, I was a little skeptical. I felt a little silly the first time I did it. You know what I did? I wrote them a letter. Everything I never got to say, everything I'd rehearsed in my head. And then, the part that mattered most, everything I wished they had said back to me. The apology, the explanation, the acknowledgement. What happened, what didn't happen. I wrote all of it, pages of it. But I didn't send it. I burned it. Actually burned it in an ashtray on my balcony, feeling slightly ridiculous, like I was in a film. But something happened, you know, when I watched that paper curl up and disappear. It wasn't about them reading it. It never was. It was about me finally saying it out loud on paper for myself. And here's the thing I had to understand slowly over time. That one apology, that one last conversation, that one answer that finally makes sense. That's what we think we need. That's what we keep telling ourselves. If I just understood why, I'd finally be at peace. But you know what? Closure isn't something anyone else can hand you. It's something your mind is hoping will take the pain away. Even if you got every answer you've ever wanted, you'd be surprised to find you still hurt. Because the pain was never really in the why, it was in the loss, the disappointment, the future that never came. Our brains crave certainty, and uncertainty feels unfinished. So the mind keeps searching for a solid reason, solid enough to finally let go. But life rarely gives us that kind of assurance now. Needing it, that's what keeps us stuck. Healing happens the day you stop needing the answers to live a full life. And so I want to tell you another story about a friend of mine. This happened a couple of years ago. She had had a massive falling out with her mother. Something someone said at a family function in front of everyone, the kind of comment that cuts because it comes from someone who's supposed to protect you, not embarrass you. And she kept waiting for an apology for almost 3 years, and it never came because her mother never ever brought it up with her again. In fact, she pretended like it never happened and expected my friend to forget it too. But one random afternoon, in the middle of the week, her mother called her when she was at work and said that she had made her favorite dessert. And she said, "Will you come after work? It'll go bad otherwise." No sorry, no mention of what happened. My friend went anyway. She sat at the table, ate 2 bowls of it, and somewhere in between, she told me, she just felt this calm settle over her. Like something heavy had finally been put down. She said, I think that was her apology. She just didn't have the words for it. A lot of us grew up around people who show love and regret in this manner. Notice, they won't say sorry, they will show up with food. They won't say, I miss you, they'll call and ask you if you've eaten. And honestly, once you learn to read this message, you'll find it kind of beautiful. I think we've been sold this idea that closure has to be a scene, a big conversation, an apology delivered on cue, like in a movie where the other person finally says the thing you've been waiting to hear, and then everything miraculously gets resolved instantly. Real life doesn't work that way. Most people you needed an apology from will never give you one. And waiting for it means handing them control over your peace indefinitely for free. Do you really want that? So write the letter, burn it, say the thing out loud to an empty room if you have to. Give yourself what you stopped expecting from them. It won't fix everything overnight, but it'll give you somewhere to start. Because here's the truth, the plain and simple truth. Closure is not a person, it's a decision. And healing happens the day you stop needing the answers to live a full life. Take good care of yourselves, and we'll speak to you again next week. Bye for now.